Good morning, class.
Good morning.
Today I'm going to read you a story, and it's going to be about my favorite animal. Can any of you guess what my favorite animal is?
Penguin.
Not a penguin.
A
Caleb.
cat.
Not a cat.
A dog.
Not a dog either. It's a bear. And I brought a little bear with me today. Okay, Gemma, will you hold on to my little bear for me?
Sure.
Thank you. And now I'm going to read for you the story, Goldilocks and the Three Bears. I'm going to be asking you questions, so make sure you're paying attention. Once upon a time, there was 3 bears who lived together in a house of their own in the woods. One of them was a wee little bear. One was a middle-sized bear. And the other was a great big bear. Can you guys remember what sizes the bears were? Lauren?
A wee little bear.
Yes, and what was the other size? What were the other sizes?
A middle-sized bear.
Yes, and Gemma, can you remember the last size?
A great big bear.
A great big bear, exactly. Well done, class. One morning, the 3 bears made porridge for breakfast and poured it into their bowls. But it was too hot to eat, so they decided to go for a walk. And while they were walking, a little girl named Goldilocks came to their house. Can any of you tell me why you think her name was Goldilocks? Yes, Kayla.
Because she has blonde hair.
Blonde hair with great big curls, exactly. First, she looked in the window and peeked through the keyhole. Of course, there was nobody inside. Goldilocks turned the handle of the door. Did she see anyone inside? No, yes, good job. So Goldilocks opened the door and walked right in. There was porridge on the table. It smelled so good, and she was so very hungry. First, she tasted the porridge of the great big bear, but it was just too hot. Then she tasted the porridge of the middle-sized bear. It was too cold. But then there was baby bear's porridge. Do you think the baby bear's porridge was too hot, too cold, or was it maybe just right?
Just right.
Just right. And why do you think that?
Because everyone else's was wrong, so his has to be right.
All right, well maybe we'll see. I think you're right. Then she tasted the porridge of the little wee bear, and it was neither too hot nor too cold. It was just right, and she ate it all up. Do you think that she should have eaten the porridge even though it wasn't hers? No, Gemma, can you tell me why?
Because you can't take other people's food.
Exactly, you can't take other people's food. They need their own food. Right, good job. Then Goldilocks went into the parlor to see what else she could find. There were 3 chairs. She sat down in the first one, but it was just too hard. Then she sat down in the middle-sized chair, and it was just too soft. Then she sat down in the chair of the little wee bear. It was neither too hard nor too soft, but it was just right. Goldilocks liked it so much that she rocked, and she rocked, and she rocked until the bottom of the chair fell right out. Goldilocks went into the bedroom. What do you think she found in the bedroom?
Beds.
Beds, exactly. And what do you do in a bed?
Sleep.
You sleep in a bed. Good job. So she's always sleeping in a bed. First she lay down upon the bed of the great big bear, but it was too high at the head for her. Then she lay down upon the bed of the middle-sized bear, but it was too high at the foot for her. Then she lay down upon the little wee bear's bed. It was neither too high at the head nor too high at the foot, but just right. Goldilocks liked it so much that she covered herself up and fell fast asleep. By this time, the 3 bears thought their porridge would be cool enough, so they came home for breakfast. Goldilocks had left the spoon of the great big bear's porridge, and he said, "Somebody has been eating my porridge," with a great big bear voice. Goldilocks had left the spoon in the middle-sized bear's porridge bowl too. "Somebody has been eating my porridge," said the middle-sized bear. The wee little bear looked inside his bowl. "Somebody has been eating my porridge and they ate it all up." Do you remember who ate his porridge? Kayla? Goldilocks, that's right. So the 3 bears went to the parlor. Goldilocks had left the pillows and the cushions all askew. And the big bear noticed right away. "Somebody has been sitting in my chair," with a great big bear voice. The middle-sized bear noticed next that the cushions were all askew on her chair. "Somebody has been sitting in my chair." Then the wee little bear looked at his chair and said, "Somebody has been sitting in my chair too, and it's broken." Show me what your face would look like if someone broke your chair. Yes, okay. So the 3 bears went into the bedroom. Goldilocks had put the pillow of the great big bear out of place, and he noticed it right away. "Somebody has been sleeping in my bed." Then the middle-sized bear noticed that her bed was messed up too. "Well, somebody has been sleeping in my bed." Then the wee little bear looked at his bed. "Hey, someone's been sleeping in my bed, and they're still in it." Who was in his bed?
Goldilocks.
Goldilocks was in his bed, yes. So then Goldilocks woke up, and there were 3 bears just staring at her. Goldilocks was so frightened that she tumbled out of bed and ran out the open window. Out she jumped. Then she ran away as fast as she could, never looking behind. No one knows what happened to Goldilocks after that. As for the 3 bears, they never saw her again. What do you guys think happened to Goldilocks? Tell me a story, Kayla.
I think she just ran home.
Think
She was so scared.
Did no one live at her home? No one ever saw her again.
I don't know.
Can someone else help Kayla?
I don't know what happened to her.
You don't know what happened to her? Well, think about if no one saw her again. What do you think could have happened?
She moved.
She moved. That's a very good answer, Gemma. Thank you for listening to my story, class.